I'm taking apart my Tango 2 because like the first day that I set it up, I freaking sat down on it and broke the antenna. And I thought I got the transparent shell for it, and I thought that it would just be, you know, unscrew a few things and then just screw it back together, but it's actually a little more difficult than I thought. The screws that hold the shell together are an M2 Allen wrench. And then what the hell is this? This is a, this tool says that this Allen wrench is a 1.5, right? This says it's a 1.5, and this fits like, you know, M2 screws, but for whatever reason, they're different size. So these silver screws inside the Tango 2 are a different Allen wrench. So keep that in mind. And then also the speaker comes with this glue on it, and I already took it off, but I tried cutting it with a knife and I could not get that stuff to come off. And because there's like a flange on the speaker there, and so I mean I was just digging my knife into the back side of that, and it wasn't really cutting this stuff. So I got this like sharp, this is a pretty sharp like pick, and I was able to you can lift up the whole piece if you just get under it with something. It has to be kind of big, like a little razor blade was just cutting it into pieces, but a spike like that, it ripped off on one piece. And even then, that thing is like jammed in there. So I had to get a knife to pry it out of the old case. So I think I'm gonna hot glue that back in there. And then I found that, so I started putting, this is like where the board for the LCD or the OLED screen, right? And then, whoops, see the little, see like where the diffuser is for the LED? And I was like, wait, what the hell? And it's on here, right? Which it comes with the kit. But look at that, it's like plastic. It looks like someone dipped a soldering iron on it and like spread out these little pegs. And then the buttons are the same way. Damn, I'm just losing all kinds of stuff. Oh, see, and same thing right here. So these are the little buttons for the, this is like, I feel like this is like a little model kit. You know, those models used to glue together as a kid. Let's see, these guys go over, there's a little peg that slips over, and I'm pretty sure you just melt that pin and it holds it. So I'm gonna give that a shot. I don't know, we'll see. But I've got to take this LCD screen off again. And I think that this will be helpful for someone because I looked at a couple of videos on how to do this and I don't remember them mentioning this. So let's take this thing apart and see what else I find. All right, so this guy in here is a pain in the butt to get out. So I'm gonna try and slip the antenna behind this PCB. There we go. So I got the antenna behind it. So the power button is 2 pieces. And then the LCD screen just dangles there. So yeah, this stuff is, it's weird. It's like floating there, but it freaking doesn't want to come out very easy. I'm gonna install that little diffuser. Here's the little diffuser for the LED. And see, it's just got holes that slips over these pegs. And I'm assuming that you just melt these pegs down onto it. That's what it looks like they did in the factory. So let's see how this does. Yeah. That looks good. I just melted it down on there. Alright, so here is the speaker. And I'm gonna freaking hopefully hot glue it with this little kindergarten hot glue gun. So that's down in there. Let's see, is this hot yet? Yeah, it's hot enough. Get the, gotta prime the tip up a little bit. Get the juices flowing. Let's see how this turns out, huh? Could just be a disaster. Maybe not. That's perfect. It flows right in there. Look at that. All right, so the speaker is glued in. Let that dry a little bit. But now I've got to put this back in. This is the whole gimbal assembly. There we go. All right, so now the antenna's on. This guy was like this, was in that notch that way, and then it wrapped around like that. So now let's just drop this in here. Oh, you know what? The button. Man, this is stressful. There. All right, that looks good. I think it's in there. Feels like it. And then there's only 4 screws that hold this down. So right here, you can see it when you get the new case where it actually locks in, but it's just these 4 holes right here. And those were held in by these silver screws. So if I can get at least one started, then I don't have to keep pinching this. All right, let's see if we can get this on here, right? There we go. All right, so that's screwed in. Make sure these switches are working. Looks like they're good. Gimbals are moving, which that plugs into this guy right here. There, snapped in. Remember there's a little P4 in the bottom here that the positive was on. So this guy was plugged in like that. That's the speaker. And people have been having problems with the SD card, I guess, on the older models. They said that mine hasn't turned out to, I haven't had any issues yet, but I mean, now would be the time to change this out, because they said that they had some defective SD cards with the first Tango 2s that were coming out. Well, got the case switched over, but I broke the speaker. I actually took it apart again to check to see what I did. I was like, dude, maybe I didn't plug it in all the way. And I checked continuity at, there's solder pads behind the speaker. So like that, you know, rules out the cable being bad. There's no continuity at the solder pads. So not the end of the world. It's like $4 for a speaker, but I don't know. I'm not sure what I did. I wish I recorded myself taking it apart so you could see, but it wasn't like, you know, freaking manhandling the thing. But maybe the hot glue broke it. I don't know. Who knows? So maybe that's something that you could take away from the video too, is if you're gonna switch over the case, make sure you get a spare speaker, and maybe you won't run into this. And honestly, I don't even know if I would use how much I'm gonna need this speaker, because to be honest with you, every time I turn on the radio and that chick in there that tells me switch warning and welcome to Tango 2, I was looking at how to turn her off. So maybe it's a blessing that the speaker is dead. So, all right, well, hopefully that will help you guys. And yeah, like and subscribe. And that's it. Good luck if you're gonna switch out the case.